Are you serious? Are you serious? We have breaking news coming right now. Of course, Nikki Haley has just been to the United Nations, and the United Nations have put fresh sanctions on North Korea. This is a very, very dangerous situation. The United Nations Security Council has agreed on fresh sanctions against North Korea over its missile program. A resolution banning North Korea exports and limiting investments in the country was passed unanimously. The United States ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, said it was, quote, the most stringent set of sanctions on any country in a generation. North Korea has tested 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles in July, and they're claiming it now has the ability to hit the United States of America. However, experts doubt that capability of the missiles to hit their targets. The tests were condemned by South Korea, Japan, and the United States and prompted the drafting of this new UN sanctions. And North Korea, all U.S. within missile range, and also North Korea's missile program is in effect. The export of coal, ore, and other raw materials to China is one of North Korea's few sources of cash. Estimates say that North Korea exports more than $3 billion worth of goods each year, and the sanctions could eliminate about $1 billion of that trade, so that'd be 33%. But will the Chinese keep their end of the deal as members of the Security Council? Let me tell you what H.R. McMaster is saying. We have the information just minutes ago. H.R. McMaster is stressing, and literally stressing, the North Korea threat is real. Matter of fact, the latest on the U.S. policy towards North Korea, President Donald Trump and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster says it is impossible to overstate the danger posed by North Korea. In an interview with MSNBC's Hugh Hewitt that aired today, H.R. McMaster, the National Security Advisor to the President of the United States, said that President Trump has been deeply briefed on the strategy of North Korea. Tensions have mounted with North Korea in 2 recent successful tests of their intercontinental ballistic missiles. And folks, that's not the only thing that they're concerned about here when it comes to these guys. I mean, literally, they're concerned about the fact that he's threatening to launch a 6th, or to detonate a 6th nuclear explosion in North Korea's history. He would do it underground, and he has the hydrogen bomb. We know that. And we also know he has intercontinental ballistic missiles that are retrofitted for nuclear warheads. We also know he has some short-range missiles that he can put smaller nuclear warheads on to make a quick strike, if you will, like into Seoul, South Korea, or launch one and lob it into Tokyo, Japan, or Honolulu, Hawaii, or Guam. No doubt he can reach anywhere along the West Coast, including Alaska, and Kim Jong-un says that he can also hit Chicago, Denver, and even New York. So these are very, very, very stressful times for a country, for a nation that doesn't know what it's going to do. I mean, what do? We wait to find out what will be the response. President Trump is went on a 17-day vacation break. Now, he won't be on vacation the whole time. They're doing renovation in the White House. And so while they're doing the renovation, he's going to stay away for 17 days. But you know he's still working. Now, the day that he returns is the day of the great American solar eclipse. So this, I mean, are you serious? What are the odds of that? And will this solar eclipse, is it bringing a warning upon the United States of America? Folks, I really believe the United States is getting ready to go to war. I believe we will be in war. And I think we'll be there before this year is over, 2017. The great American solar eclipse may be God's sign of darkness that's coming upon the land, a time of repentance that certainly needs to come from this nation, and prayer like we've never prayed before. But I see that now the White House Bible study is being challenged. Imagine that. In a time of such tension and pressure, we would really, should, and without question, need prayer. Are you serious? Why can't we have prayer? Well, let me read on. McMaster reiterated the administration's position that all options, I repeat, all options, including targeted military strikes, are on the table. So McMaster, the United Nations Security Council, who unanimously approved this new sanction on North Korea today, including banning exports worth over $1 billion. The U.S. drafted measures negotiated with North Korea's neighbor and ally China. It's aimed at increasing economic pressure on North Korea to return to the negotiating table on its nuclear and missile programs. Even President Donald Trump, National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, says it is impossible to overstate the danger posed by North Korea. And in an interview with MSNBC's Hugh Hewitt that aired Saturday, of course, as we said, McMaster said that Trump had been deeply briefed on the strategy on North Korea. Tensions are mounting with North Korea, and two recent intercontinental ballistic tests, folks, have put everybody on high alert. This is an incredible situation we're dealing with here. This is the Bible speaks of wars and rumors of wars. I'm here to say right now that we need to be truly ready for such a time as this, because when the Bible, Jesus said in Matthew 24, when asked the question, can you tell us the sign of thy coming? The disciples want to know, in the end of the world. Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, and he said, well, in the last days there'll be false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they shall deceive many. And you'll hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines. Think about that. Famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places, and all of these the beginning of sorrow. We're in a dangerous situation. And I keep saying that to people, that time is certainly running out. And if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Savior, it is time to get things right with God. Let me just say it again. I believe war is coming. For most of this year, I've said, you know, this Kim Jong-un is not going to go Kim Jong-boom. Certainly, somebody will take him out of power. But you know, a preemptive strike by the United States of America may be very well, I'm serious, it might very well be what's getting ready to take place. And this would put, what would the world say? If we preemptively strike and knock out his nuclear facilities and knock out some of his Air Force, let's say, quite a bit of his infrastructure as it relates to his ability to launch missiles. We wouldn't be going after civilians, but some people would be killed because of just the nature of the situation. I mean, don't you think we've got to think about this? We have to think, what does this all mean? What if President Trump does this and Kim Jong-un is able to get one missile out of there and it hits Seoul, South Korea? But let's say Trump doesn't do anything And we build up and we build up and we build up, and then Kim Jong-un fires a missile, and he does hit a city like Seoul, South Korea, or he hits Tokyo. Then, however, what will people do then? How will they respond then? Will it be, then, where do you go there? You've waited too late. You will have waited too late, and you'll realize that time is running out. I'm going to ask you a question. There's a lot of you that have joined us live right now on the on this YouTube channel, as well as new live stream and Periscope and Roku satellite television. I really would like to ask you, what is your thoughts on this situation? Are we on the brink of war? And do you think war will happen? See, there's too much buildup, and the Russians are too prepared. Everybody, it's just too much buildup. It seems as if war is inevitable and that we don't really have a chance or another option but go to war. I'm going to ask you a question. If war breaks out, are you ready? Would you be ready to face the hardships if there's an attack on the United States first? So we need to pray. We Americans need to pray. My other question to you is, are you saved? And have you really thought about your soul? I'm going to leave you with that. I want you to think about that. I'll be back tomorrow night. Well, later today, I'll probably be doing another video, but I will be back tomorrow night live. On Sunday Night Live, we'll also be broadcasting our church service tomorrow live from Community Gospel Baptist Church at 12 noon Eastern at my website, as well as YouTube Live, I think. Now, tomorrow night, though, I will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern right here from the studios in West Lafayette, Indiana, and I can tell you it will be a powerful program of biblical proportion. My guest will be BP Earthwatch. We are going to take a look at what the volatility of the sun, the tropical storms, 2 of them headed in our direction, and the earthquake map that is probably going to go off. We're going to look at all of the events taking place around the world. You don't want to miss it. I'll see. And oh, by the way, I want to make sure you do know that we have confirmed that the conference coming up on October 21st, when we're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the lightning strikes the bayou. Lightning strikes the bayou. BP Earthwatch will be speaking at that conference, as well as L.A. Marzulli, Russ Dizdar, and myself. That will be the 4 speakers. Kevin Wilson will be there with the Kevin Wilson Band, providing the worship music. So it will be a conference. It's almost like I don't even know how to say it. There can't be a stronger conference than what's going to be taking place. Lightning will truly strike the bayou. Again, I'll be speaking, BP Earthwatch, L.A. Marzulli, and Russ Dizdar. Kevin Wilson will be doing the worship. It will be powerful. Please go to my website. Go to Lightning Strikes the Bayou. It's a free conference. Get registered now. Get registered now. I'm going to see if I can increase the seats. So get registered now. I think there's still about 140 seats left, but I'm going to try to get more. Get registered now. Time's running out. I'll be back with more in just a moment. Are you serious? The Lord is coming soon.